hard to tell on just a photo, so I decided to take a little video here out at the organic compound and just show you guys what's going on one of these berms that we built. It goes all the way across the land here, and then it pours out into here and feeds our garden, and eventually feeds a pond that we have in there. We got a pond behind us that overflows here as well, and we got the first chicken barn or generation barns going up right now. But anyways, I was just admiring these flowers here, and it looks like we put some white clover, nice heavy mix of white clover in here, but we did a whole wildflower mix, and just feels good to see it coming back. I don't remember what the heck we had in the mix, but I know a flower when I see one, and there is a lot of flowers coming up. These little orange guys. Wish I could really tell you what everything was. I suppose I could go back and read the label, but excited to see the milkweed showing up in here too, and just generally stoked about it. There's some thistle trying to creep in. We transitioned this mound with potatoes the first year, and then we mixed in that flour mix after and during, and you know, gotta get on top of these spaces, otherwise they're gonna get taken over by undesirables like thistle. You can tell here, this is an area that we really didn't do enough with, and it's getting taken over by thistles, so you know, just something that we're gonna have to hang on tight and see what happens with it. There's looks like some wild lettuce. Obviously the clover always does a great job, and we established that pretty well all along the bottom of the ditch. And yeah, so it's a year to continue to shape this land and make it the way that we want it in the future, and continue to create nice habitats for our pollinator friends. They're definitely showing up. We have 5 hives. Look at even the butterflies. I don't know if you can see this, but we got 5 hives this year, and there's no worries. I think there's a lot of food. So we're getting down to this space where we had the corn and squash last year, and again, I don't think we really covered it that well with any mix afterwards, so whatever's coming up is just coming up here. But we got a long line to try and get going. This whole little prairie rewilded area is doing great. You can see some of the tops of the basswood that we planted. We kind of call it our basswood polyculture. So again, with the potato transition last year, we didn't do this whole mound. So we started to, it feels like a good transition. We've used squash and corn as a transition on some of these new spaces, and we've used potatoes, and then it's good just to follow it up right away. Potatoes are a good transition because you end up digging it and weeding the soil and everything, but this had heavy what you would call weeds, and we're just gonna have to stay on top of it. And then in here is our little garden plot that we created, which seems like it's coming along great. We've been amending the soil and working it in, and there's gonna be all sorts of stuff planted in here ASAP. We gotta get the corn planted. But anyhow, as long as I got the video rolling, I can show you guys some more of what we've been up to. So we put up this fence, keep the ducks in. We hatched those ducks, I don't know if you saw that. We also got a couple rabbits from our friends Bill and Leslie, and we planted a hedgerow per your request along the outside of the fence. Elderberry, it'd be nice to get the whole fence planted all the way around. but we'll get to that. We'll get to all of it. But I want to show you something that's really exciting. And it's right down here. We started building composting toilets, an outhouse, and basically we got this little outhouse going here, and we got a retaining wall now. Look at that. So there's going to be a big old deck right here, nice space for music and gathering, and we carved out a path through the woods. So awesome to start to shape the woods, and I really like the way this curve of this path is and the way that this whole scene is all set up. And we started building these decking platforms. It's like a little amphitheater. You guys gotta come check this out. Come out to Halfway to Harmony June 14th and see all this amazing work that the community has been showing up and helping us do. So appreciated all the work that people do that come out here and help us out. I mean, just the sheer volume of things we've gotten done this year is just blowing our minds, which includes clearing out this whole entire old shed and a little bit of beautifying. And look at this. There's a stage, there's a place to gather. Now we have a pavilion. The decking, the backyard is looking beautiful. Oh my gosh, the Organic Compound 2017. Thanks for being a part of this community. Thanks for helping us out. We really appreciate this life and all of you that come out here and participate in this whole regenerative agriculture movement, homesteading, and sustainability, arts, music, Organic Compound. We love you all. Peace.